Welcome to Dreams Across the Globe, where soothing tales from every corner of the world guide you into peaceful slumber. Tonight, let the fragrance of blooming flowers and the soft glow of moonlight lead you into a magical, calming journey. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and allow this story to carry you gently into the realm of dreams. In a quiet village surrounded by rolling hills and whispering pines, there was a secret known only to those who dared to wander after dark. Beyond the cobblestone streets and candle-lit windows, past the edge of the forest, lay a garden unlike any other. They called it the Midnight Garden, and it was said to bloom only when the moon was high, casting its silver light over the sleeping world. Amara, a gentle soul with a heart full of wonder, had heard tales of the Midnight Garden ever since she was a child. Her grandmother often spoke of it, describing flowers that glowed like stars and a perfume so sweet it could soothe even the most restless mind. Amara longed to see it for herself, but the garden was elusive, its entrance hidden, and its magic reserved for those who truly believed in its existence. One quiet night, when the village was wrapped in the soft embrace of twilight, Amara felt a pull she couldn't ignore. The air was cool, and the moon hung low and full in the sky, bathing the hills in a pale, ethereal glow. She wrapped herself in a shawl and stepped outside, her bare feet brushing against the dew-kissed grass. Guided by an instinct she couldn't explain, Amara made her way toward the forest. The path was overgrown but familiar, and as she walked, the sounds of the village faded, replaced by the gentle rustle of leaves and the distant hoot of an owl. The world seemed to hold its breath, as if waiting for something magical to unfold. After what felt like hours, Amara reached a clearing she had never seen before. At its center stood a gate made of wrought iron, its intricate patterns twining like vines. The gate shimmered faintly in the moonlight, and beyond it she could see the faint glow of the Midnight Garden. Her heart quickened as she stepped closer, her fingers brushing against the cool metal. To her surprise, the gate swung open without a sound, as if inviting her inside. Amara stepped through and gasped. The garden was more beautiful than she had ever imagined. Flowers of every shape and size stretched toward the sky, their petals shimmering with an inner light. Some glowed softly like lanterns, while others sparkled as if dusted with starlight. A gentle breeze carried their fragrance, a blend of jasmine, lavender, and something indescribably sweet. As she wandered through the garden, Amara noticed a small stream winding its way through the flowers. The water was so clear it looked like liquid crystal, and tiny fish swam within, their scales glinting like silver coins. She knelt by the stream and dipped her fingers into the cool water, feeling a sense of calm wash over her. "Welcome, Amara," a voice said softly. Startled, she looked up to see a figure standing beneath a towering magnolia tree. It was an old man with kind eyes and a beard as white as snow. He leaned on a staff that seemed to grow directly from the earth, its surface covered in moss and tiny flowers. "Who are you?" Amara asked, her voice barely above a whisper. The man smiled. "I am the keeper of the garden. Few find their way here, but those who do are meant to." "What is it you seek, child?" Amara hesitated. She had come to the garden out of curiosity, but now that she was here, she realized there was something deeper driving her. I've been feeling lost," she admitted. "I don't know where my path leads, and I'm afraid of choosing the wrong one." The keeper nodded, his eyes full of understanding. "The garden has a way of showing those who enter what they need to see. Walk among the flowers, Amara, and listen to their whispers. They hold the wisdom of the world." Amara rose and began to wander again. this time paying closer attention to the flowers around her. She noticed that each seemed to have a voice, their whispers soft but distinct. One flower, a pale blue bloom with petals like silk, seemed to call to her. She knelt beside it, and as she gazed into its center, an image began to form. She saw herself standing at a crossroads, surrounded by mist. In the vision, she closed her eyes and took a step forward, guided not by sight, but by her heart. As she moved, the mist parted, revealing a path bathed in sunlight. Amara realized the flower was showing her that she didn't need to have all the answers. She only needed to trust herself and take the first step. Tears filled her eyes as she stood and looked around the garden. She felt a sense of clarity and peace she hadn't known in years. The keeper appeared beside her once more, his smile gentle. The garden has shown you what you needed to see. Trust in yourself, Amara. The path will unfold as it is meant to. She nodded, gratitude swelling in her chest. "Thank you," she whispered. As the first light of dawn began to creep over the hills, Amara made her way back to the gate. The garden seemed to glow even brighter in the early light, as if bidding her farewell. When she stepped through the gate, it closed softly behind her, and when she turned to look, it had vanished, leaving only the clearing and the whisper of the wind. Amara returned to the village with a light heart and a renewed sense of purpose. Though she couldn't see the midnight garden, she could feel its magic within her, guiding her as she stepped into the unknown. Now, dear listener, it is time for you to close your eyes and let the magic of the midnight garden guide you into your own dreams. May they be filled with beauty, peace, and the wisdom of the flowers. Good night.